What's up, guys? It's Ryan here of Ryan at Photography. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to another video. And today we're doing a product review of the Magbeam. So the Magbeam is this item from Magmod. I'll have a link on the description where you can get it. And here we go. Let's see what it does. So the Magbeam, as described, let's share it with you guys here on the screen. So this is on their website. Let me just, so it does, whoa, awesome promo. So you could see it here, and this is the Magbeam. So it's a Fresnel style of modifier. So this lens right here is a Fresnel style. So what it means, it's more focusing the beam and throwing it a little bit much more further. And also what it does is it increases the light output a certain amount. So it's on their website. I believe it's like one stop that it increases the light output from your flash. So how would we use it? So what's the point of all this? So compared to the Magrid, which you can see on this link here, a review that we did some time ago. So the Magbeam throws the light a little bit much more further. I forgot the exact distances that's written on their website, but it's the examples that they have it on there. So you could use it for wildlife. If you're trying to be discreet and then not scare the animals away, you try to, and it's a little bit dim, and then you need just a little bit of pop lighting. So this could really go beyond like several feet. So what it does, it expands and it collapses. So if you expand, the more narrower that beam would be in terms of the light pattern. So this is like all the way out, and what it has is magnets here, and then so the magnets connect to the mag grip, which is this thing. This goes to the head of your off-camera flash. So here, and then you would just connect it and it would hold up like that. And then, like I mentioned, the more you expand it, the further the light would travel and the more narrower that beam would get. So in a collapsed state, so on a collapsed state, so the mag beam would look like this. So at this state, the light is a little bit spread out, and then the further you expand it, and then it just gets narrower until on the last one, like here. So what are the scenarios that I could use this? You would ask, right? So I'm a wedding and portrait photographer, and I've used it for engagement photo shoots and weddings. So what to use it? One way that I've used it is, let's say I wanted to compress a scene. So that means for compression, you need a longer focal length lens. But if you're trying to be a little bit far out in the scene to get a wider perspective on the whole image, then you would have to move back because you want to get a lot more in your frame, but then still compress the scene. So that means you have to go back. So if you're lighting you have to light your subject, add artificial lighting. In most cases, you have to be at a certain close distance to get enough light on them, especially if you're photographing against a bright sun. The stronger your flash power would need to be. So if you have the mag beam, you can distance your off-camera flash and be out of the frame and not have to go through the trouble of removing it on post-production. So, and plus with the added stop of light, light output, so that's a win-win. So I'm gonna show some examples where I've used the mag beam, where I didn't had to edit out the light stand or my assistant holding the light or on the light stand where it is. And for weddings, let's say different venues have different layouts and designs. So if you're not able to put your lighting for the reception at a close proximity to the dance floor or where the action's happening, just because some places are tight, crowded, you can use the mag beam and put it at a further distance with, so you could have the peace of mind that nobody's gonna knock it down or like somebody's gonna run into it, like little kids running and all of that. So it's much of on a safer location, your off-camera flash, and with the mag beam you could be much more sure that the light is gonna reach your subject. It's gonna have, plus with the increased output, that means you don't have to have your flash power as high. You could put it on a lower power setting, which means your flash can recycle faster. That means you could pull off more shots in a certain period of time, because every time you fire a flash, it needs to recycle, recharge. And if it's putting out a lot of power, then it's gonna take a little bit more time for it to recycle, and then you're gonna be missing shots. So this definitely helps, because you get a lot more shots during reception, and because the power gets increased and you can be sure it reaches wherever you're. The tricky thing is, since the beam is narrow, you really have to be precise on aiming this thing, just because it's so it gets really narrow compared to the mag grid. But there you go. So that's the mag grip for you. It's very useful. So I hope you guys learned something out of this. Links to where you can get the mag grid are in the description. And thank you, Magmod, for creating such amazing products. This is Ryan of Ryan Ed Photography. Please like, leave a comment, share the video, subscribe to the channel. If you find this video, and learn something from it, find this video of value, I really appreciate any support. And feel free, what are your thoughts about it? If you own one, if you plan on getting one, write it down in the comments, and yeah, we'll have a chat about it. So this is one of my favorite tools in my Magmod arsenal of tools, and it's been a really fantastic lighting modifier. So again, this is Ryan of Ryan Ed Photography. Thank you so much for watching today. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out and ciao. If I can collapse it live in this recording and not screw it up. Okay. Cut. Shouldn't be on camera. I'll just cut it when it's all. We're back.